Right now at 6, almost 4 weeks after the incident, a man wanted in La Crosse for attempted first-degree murder is finally caught.
And guilty. A man accused of a 2021 Coulee Region triple homicide pleads guilty to 1 count.
Watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
A man wanted for attempted first-degree homicide in La Crosse has been caught in Florida.
According to police, 43-year-old Freeman Cole was taken into custody over the weekend in Florida. Cole is wanted for allegedly beating and strangling a woman. Allegedly, Cole pulled the woman into a storage unit, shut the door, and attacked her.
Witnesses heard the woman's screams and opened the storage unit, finding Cole and the victim inside. Cole fled the scene, and police were not immediately able to locate him. Cole faces attempted first-degree intentional homicide, strangulation and suffocation, and false imprisonment charges.
A former Trempealeau County teacher is found guilty of a child sexual assault charge. A jury unanimously found Nicholas Bergeron guilty of second-degree sexual assault of a child. He used to teach at Osseo Fairchild High School and was accused of inappropriately touching a 15-year-old student between 2021 and 2022. The court has ordered a pre-sentence investigation.
One of the men accused of a 2021 triple homicide is pleading guilty to 1 count. Kamthaneth Ratanasak pleads guilty to 1 count of first-degree intentional homicide as a party to a crime, and the other charges will be dismissed. It's part of a plea deal he made with the state earlier this year. He'll receive mandatory life in prison with a chance of release after 20 years. In exchange for the plea, he testified against Nia Tao, the other man who was charged. Tao's first trial, though, ended in a hung jury.
Well, a Winona fire chief is passing the torch after 31 years serving the city of Winona. Kurt Biddle was honored in a ceremony today at the Winona City Hall Council chambers. He was surrounded by colleagues, family, and friends as he reflected on his years serving the community. Chief Biddle was known for encouraging fellow firefighters to become nationally registered paramedics. He also led efforts that helped thousands receive COVID-19 vaccines in 2021. Before swearing in Assistant Fire Chief Joel Corcoran, Biddle had a few wise words to share.
Be open-minded enough to allow as many other people into decision makings when time allows. You're going to get a bigger bang for your buck.
Biddle also advised Corcoran to surround himself with the brightest and to start training his successor now. Joel Corcoran was the assistant fire chief for the city of Winona for the last 7 years.
The nonprofit organization Horse Sense is asking the community to help support the group's 7 therapy horses this winter. The aim is to raise $7,500 from the community to cover the cost of hay and grain for approximately 6 months of winter that Coon Valley will endure. Each horse eats 1 bale of hay per day, and all that's being asked per donor is $5. Executive Director Samantha Hall explains why the donations are so vital this time of year.
Because it's going to carry us through this off season where we don't have any programmatic income until we can start riding again in March. So this donation will help make sure that our horses get the excellent care that they need. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do what we do.
News 8 Now's Shaquille Davis will have more on this story coming up tonight at 10. In the meantime, it's chilly here in the Coulee region, and oh boy, there is snow on the monitor.
Yes, there is snow coming. We've already saw a little bit, this past weekend, but tonight's probably going to be the first accumulating snow for most of the area, and it's not because of winter standards a big deal, but it is the first accumulating snow. So once again, for your morning commute, it's going to be the snow, but also the wind. I think it's going to be the bigger deal that might create some visibility problems temporarily, and maybe some slush in the roads, but a lot of it's going to be on grassy areas. There's your system up to the north. It's really just a reinforcing shot, almost like a Alberta type clipper that we get in the wintertime, but this is what we're getting right now. So it'll bring snow and continuing cold conditions. Right now, no snow in the area quite yet. A lot of it up to the north isn't reaching the ground. That's just cloud cover. That's what we're seeing right now for across the area, but there's your temperatures, more like middle of December than Halloween almost. We're looking in the upper 30s to low 40s maybe, but departure, yeah, about 10 to 15 degrees below what we should be. In fact, If you remember last year, we were 62 on this date, so quite a difference here. Overall this evening, as we see La Crosse, just increasing clouds going to be that. The snow is going to hold off till probably closer to midnight there afterwards. Chilly conditions. Already cloud cover in the way for Eau Claire, but the snow will start coming in closer to 10, 11. Once again, light snow, and then we'll see the winds pick up later. So once again, as you wake up tomorrow morning, you won't need the shovel. You're not going to be anything like that, but definitely maybe brush some snow off once again. Clearing skies, cold conditions will break down how much snow we may see, when it'll break up, and if we'll see 50 later this week, hopefully.
What a difference a year makes, though.
Oh, yes.
Greg, thanks very much.
As Israel's war with Hamas intensifies, both the United Nations and the U.S. are urging Israel to prioritize the protection of civilians.
And the Hamas-run Gaza Health Ministry pegs the Palestinian death toll at more than 8,300, and more than 1.4 million Palestinians in Gaza have fled their homes.
CBS's Tina Kraus has the latest from Tel Aviv, where the Israeli military announced the return of a soldier taken hostage.
The Israel Defense Forces confirm a female soldier taken captive by Hamas on October 7th was released in overnight ground operations in Gaza. As the war intensifies, more than 200 hostages remain captive. Hamas released a video today showing 3 of them, Israeli women calling for a ceasefire. The women are under duress, and it's not known if they were told what to say.
To surrender to barbarism. That will not happen.
This mother survived the Hamas attack, but her children were abducted.
They took him from his bed, his pajama. It's my son, 12 years old.
Palestinian civilians are hurting too, with the Hamas-run health ministry saying the death toll in Gaza has topped 8,300. In the West Bank, this teenager says the world has forgotten the children of Gaza.
It makes me sick that the world is turning its back on us and it's not doing anything to protect us.
Many Israelis we spoke with are angry at Hamas and the Israeli government and dismayed about the suffering on both sides.
This is like an ongoing trauma of the Holocaust.
Nurit Lamour says before the October 7th attack, she and her daughter would bring food to Palestinians in Gaza and take them to doctor's appointments in Israel.
We have friends, we write to them, we want to help them. They cannot be helped until they demolish Hamas.
Along this busy Tel Aviv street, a grim tally of those missing and murdered. Israelis say they have nothing to do but pray, wait, and hope.
We can't stop the war without we are hostages.
These yellow ribbons are uniting strangers in hope the hostages will return home soon. Tina Kraus, CBS News, Tel Aviv.
The U.S. State Department says the last planned charter flight for Americans trying to get out of Israel will leave Ben Gurion International Airport tomorrow.
President Biden is signing an executive order designed to strengthen protections for Americans as the use of artificial intelligence continues to grow. Among the features in the order is a requirement that some AI developers perform safety tests on their systems. They must share the results of those tests with the government before they're deployed. It also creates an advanced cybersecurity program to detect vulnerabilities in software systems, and a national security memo on the military's use of AI, as well as how adversaries are using the technology.
I'm directing the Department of Defense and the Department of Homeland Security, both of them, to develop game-changing cyber protections that will make our computers and our critical infrastructure more secure than it is today.
President Biden has been working with world leaders to establish global standards for AI's use and to counter AI programs being developed and deployed by China. The executive order also urges Congress to pass data privacy legislation to protect all Americans, especially kids.
Coming up, healthcare that feels like home. That's the motto of one Arcadia woman.
Dua Israr introduces us to this month's hometown hero.
It's the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture, and everything is on sale. Get up to an extra 10% off sale prices and a free USA flag blanket with any purchase. Plus, get free shipping. The Veterans Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
No matter what kind of store you visit, no matter what kind of tobacco you ask for, it's illegal to sell tobacco products to anyone under 21. So remember to bring your ID. It will get checked. Because in Wisconsin, 21 means 21. no matter what.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
They have state-of-the-art equipment. We have state-of-the-art equipment. They have qualified technicians. We have qualified technicians. They can set your appointment in maybe a month. We can get you in tomorrow. They will charge you an arm and a leg. We charge hundreds, not thousands. Sensible MRI, where quality and affordability meet.
During the Veterans Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to 10% off sale prices on quality mattress brands like Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Plus, get free delivery and setup and a free USA flag blanket with any purchase. The Veterans Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
Now, everyone deserves health care that makes them feel at home. That's the motto one local Arcadia woman has lived by for decades.
Our own Dua Israr introduces us to our October hometown hero.
In Arcadia, Wisconsin, you'll find Sherry Reck Haynes always on the move.
Well, I'm not as fast as I used to be, but I get where I need to go.
The 72-year-old has spent her entire life calling this place home.
My roots are here, and I says all the people that I've known for all these years have been with me.
She's also spent her entire career helping the people in her hometown.
When you live in a community, you will help others and you will take care of others, and that stuck with me.
In 1971, Sherry graduated as a registered nurse through Western Technical College. She worked for Tri-State County Memorial Hospital for over 2 decades.
My mother would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to get ready for work, and she wouldn't come home until probably sometimes 9 o'clock at night.
In her community, people can still call Sherry for hospice care at home.
When it comes to my mother, she makes people feel wanted, important, cared for, and most importantly, respected.
Sherry says people deserve to feel at home even in the final stages of life.
Fosters their independence and it makes them feel worthwhile.
It's something she hopes can inspire others to do the same in their communities.
Hey, just think about it for a while. Your neighbor might need help.
Reporting in Arcadia, Dua Israr, News 8 Now.
Now, Sherry says she'll continue to volunteer with the hospice program in Arcadia for as long as she's able to.
That's great stuff. Still ahead tonight at 6, honoring inclusivity.
A State Department recognized a Viroqua business for its efforts to include people with disabilities in their workforce.
And it's going to be really clear but bone-chilling cold for Halloween, but trick-or-treating, but we still got snow in your forecast along with some wind for your AM commute. I'll break down when to expect the snow, when the wind will hit, how chilly it'll be, and whether we'll see 50 later this week. All that coming up in your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Save on your next project with 11% off everything at Menards. Update your bathroom with a Moen faucet that fits your style. Moen faucets give you a lifetime of beauty, reliability, and innovative features. Get this Hilliard bath faucet for $129.99 after rebate. We carry a great selection of blinds and shades that provide the perfect fit for any window in your home. Get room darkening cordless vinyl blinds trimmed to width for free, starting at $11.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Hello, this is a real lawyer. Yeah, I've won 1 million cases, and I'm on a bunch of billboards.
Whoa, buddy. If they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay.
Fine.
Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help.
In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay.
How'd you even get in here? What are you doing answering calls? Where's your mom, man?
For over 40 years, La Crosse Glass and Overhead Door has been the go-to company for anything glass and door. We offer a large stock inventory of CEHI garage doors to help you find the perfect fit. As a locally owned business, we take pride in our work and always get the job done. From commercial glass and glazing to residential glass and CHI garage doors, we have the experience and expertise to help you. Call or visit our website today.
One of the biggest mistakes you can make when shopping for a car is committing to a loan payment. Once you do that, you've lost control over the entire transaction. Control over the price of the car, what you're going to get in trade, maybe even your interest rate. So if you want someone to help you along with this transaction, give me a call or one of my great loan officers.
Everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
One of the best selections of commercial vehicles in the Midwest can be found at Osseo Automotive in Osseo. From medium-duty trucks and vans to super-duty work trucks, cube vans, chassis cabs, and more, you'll find the most popular commercial vehicles from Ford and Chevrolet all in one location. Take advantage of Section 179 tax savings before the end of the year. Get to work with a new commercial truck or van from Osseo Automotive in Osseo. Shop online at OsseoAutoCommercial.com.
Another Coulee Region business is being honored for its inclusive practices.
The Department of Workforce Development recognized Viroqua's Tractor Supply Company today. The event is part of the state's effort to celebrate National Disability Employment Awareness Month.
Tractor Supply Company has been working with Aptiv to employ people with disabilities. Currently, 4 members of the staff have disabilities. The store's general manager says seeing their confidence grow is one of his favorite things.
Seeing them come up to me and say, hey, I'm getting better at the scanner, I found out what this at, and seeing that excitement in them brings joy, knowing that, hey, they like coming to work and that they feel like, you know, they're not getting put off to the side.
The store's manager adds they're grateful for DWD's recognition of what they've done to help the community. Last week, La Crosse's Duluth Trading Company was also recognized by the DWD for its hiring practices.
Glad to see it in multiple places in the La Crosse region and greater at large in Vernon County as well. All right, our chief meteorologist Greg Barnhart has been dancing off to the side for the last few times. We're getting closer to your Halloween forecast, Greg.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those nights. It's going to be chilly, and these are the temps, but with a little bit of wind, we'll probably have wind chills in the 20s. So definitely be chilly out there. The good news, it's going to be dry. I'm not going to see any amount of snow or rain. That's the good portion of it. But it will be cold. Here's the system that we're still tracking. That's going to bring the snow, almost like I said, an Alberta-type clipper. We'd get these in the wintertime, but this is going to be a reinforcing shot of cold air with some light snow. Once again, through tomorrow morning, it'll wrap up probably at noon or give or take a few hours after that. Up to 2 inches. I think most of the grassy areas will get those 2 inches, but we might get a little bit of accumulation on some roads, some slush. Just depends on how the snow rate, if it gets up there or not. And then we have more rain chances coming late weekend and early next week, but there's a lot of question marks on what's going to go on with that. Temperatures still cold, very cold until probably we get to Friday. We'll get close to 50 and we'll probably kind of linger around those temperatures through the weekend, and then 40s probably once again next week as we go back down. Otherwise, we track that snow right now. It's going to be a while until we get about 11 or 12 up to the north. Ladysmith, Eau Claire will start seeing some of the light snow. It'll probably be closer to 1 or 2 for La Crosse. This first wave comes through, then the low digs south, and we have a little bit of maybe of a break going on between about 4 and 6 in some of the areas, but then the wraparound will continue with some light snow. That'll then push into La Crosse by 6 to 7, and this whole area begins to sink further south as we get closer to 8. You see it starts breaking up a little bit by 10 or 11 up to the north, and then we'll see it kind of push all the way across the area by in the afternoon. Afternoon, we'll start seeing a lot of areas get some sun coming out. It won't help with the temperatures much, but we'll start seeing that. Clearing skies, partly cloudy skies towards tomorrow evening. The winds will be the other factor that will continue, but won't be as strong. Amount of snow, once again, 1 to 2, a little bit more as you go further north. north of Ladysmith 2 to 4. Once again, the 2 would probably be more in grassy areas, probably maybe less than a half if you get anything on roads. Once again, it just depends if we get the rate to be high enough, but still, you could see a little bit of a slush in there. Other story is going to be the winds along with the snow. That's going to help reduce visibility and also create some wind chill out there. 15 to 20, maybe even stronger as we go throughout the early morning. We'll start to see that die down a little bit in the afternoon, but probably not till about 7 or 8. So trick-or-treating once again with that 10-mile-per-hour wind out there, although it might be in the 30s, it'll probably feel more like in the low 20s as you work your way out there. Otherwise, there's your winter weather advisories. We got up to the north of us for some snow. Basically, they have a better shot of getting accumulating snow. Otherwise, we don't have anything in effect for us, once again, because a lot of it is grassy areas. Once again, once that pushes east, we got another little weak system here for Wednesday, just some cloud cover. But notice the winds start turning around, which is the good news. It'll help modify the temperatures, and as we go through Thursday, we're going to see the same thing. Cloud cover, but the winds are more west or southwest, so temperatures a little bit more seasonable. We won't have full sunshine. And in the system this weekend, we're going to have to keep an eye on it. We're going to have a front that's going to kind of sit somewhere in the general area, and then we might have rain chances. A lot of questions remain on this, so we're going to see it. But otherwise for tonight, once again, snow after midnight. Temperatures get back down to the upper 20s to low 30s. Winds will start picking up towards the morning hour. And as we go through tomorrow, we're going to see snow in the morning, tapering off. Once again, maybe up to 2 inches in grassy areas, but we'll have some snow on the roads potentially. Something to keep in mind for your morning commute. Once we get past the Thursday, we start warming back up, and we might reach 50 on Friday. And Saturday, before you have to turn the clock back, and our temperatures kind of turn back to the 40s to next week with maybe some more rain. So definitely be prepared for snow. Once again, not a major event tomorrow morning, but it is the first of the season, which sometimes can cause some problems.
No snowballs quite yet.
Yeah. No, probably not. Maybe
okay.
Some areas might see a little bit for a time, but it's going to melt fairly quick, too.
Okay.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Coming up next in sports, it's a somber head turn today because the injury bug has struck again. Vikings quarterback Kirk Cousins out for the year after suffering an ankle injury in the game against the Pack. Kate Overton's got the latest next.
The 2023 Fall Home Show going on now at the Board Store Home Improvements. High quality at a low price on windows and doors, kitchens and bathrooms, siding, decks, sunrooms, and flooring. Don't miss it.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Fall Workwear event is going on now. We're your one-stop shop for quality boots and apparel, offering unbeatable deals on workwear to help your hard-earned dollars go further. Right now, get $25 in Carhartt bucks for every $125 you spend on Carhartt gear. Shop these light and waterproof men's Keen utility work boots in stock now. All cat work boots are on sale, $10 off. And get these Wells Lamont work gloves for just $9.99.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
911, what's your emergency?
I smell something delicious and I don't know what it is.
Ma'am, we've traced the smell and it's coming from inside your oven.
Ah, amazing!
Papa Murphy's.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
Start your adventure and get in a new Jeep at Pischke Motors La Crosse or Pischke Motors West Salem.
Stop in now during the Jeep Adventure Days sales event. You'll save over 10% off MSRP plus discounts on a 2023 Jeep Renegade, Jeep Compass, Jeep Gladiator, or a Jeep Grand Cherokee. These Jeeps are ready for your next adventure. Pure comfort and functionality at your fingertips with the power and confidence you know Jeep provides. Stop in now because this offer ends October 31st.
Start your search at Pischke.com and drive away in your new Jeep.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to News 8 Now Sports. I'm Kate Overton. Yesterday was another rough day for the Green Bay offense. They failed to score 20 or more points for the third consecutive game. Now, a lot of fans are going to point at Jordan Love. He's the new QB in town, and he looks like a first-year quarterback. Sure, he has some bad throws, But there's more to the problem than just Love. The offensive line misses blocks and has a lot of miscommunication, and the receivers drop passes, and there's some odd play calling. Everyone has to get better. But in some good news for the Packers organization, they've locked down Rashawn Gary for 4 more years.
I want to thank this organization, everybody that believed in me, and I'm just trying to get to work. That's me, I'm just trying to get to work. So I already put the pen to the paper, and we got the Rams on Sunday, so my mind is on the Rams on Sunday.
Well, that's the attitude you like to see. Got to get back to work. The deal includes $96 million in new money with a $34 million signing bonus. And it's much deserved as Gary came back from an ACL tear and proved he's still one of the best pass rushers in the league. Now over to Minnesota. Kirk Cousins underwent an MRI for an ankle injury, and it only confirmed what everyone was afraid of. Cousins will be out for the season with a torn Achilles. The injury comes as Cousins is in the last year of his contract and his future in Minnesota is unknown. The injury also comes as the Vikings win their 4th consecutive game despite not having Justin Jefferson. No matter how many times Coach O'Connell looks at the door, he knows Cousins won't be walking back in.
You know, me personally, our whole team, our whole organization, we're all, you know, hurting this morning for Kirk, just knowing just how much he's invested into this team and from a standpoint of his leadership and what he's, you know, meant to every single guy.
Well, Coach O'Connell said they're going to go through all the possible options for who could be the QB for the rest of the year. But for now, it will be Jaren Hall, a rookie 5th-round draft pick from BYU. And tonight, we've got our own Monday Night Football action as the Caledonia Warriors start their quest for their 11th state title since 2005. The Warriors will face off with Lewiston Altura for their last home game of the season, and if they win tonight, they'll be in the section championship game on Friday. I'll have the highlights tonight at 10. Bucks vs. Heat tonight at 7. That's all I've got for sports. We'll be right back.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it,
Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
I knew from the onset that I was up against a very large insurance company, and there was me as an individual, and I needed somebody in my corner. I would highly recommend Schwebel, Getz, and Sieben. It was extremely helpful to have somebody there that I could trust, that I knew, and that I knew had my interest in mind. Fantastic firm, fantastic people. They stood behind me 100%.
Call or visit Schwebel.com today for a free consultation.
Dr. Mehta knows pain.
Oftentimes, I see patients with pain in their knees, their hips, their back, and it's actually coming from their feet.
Her suggestion?
It's as easy as going into a Good Feet store.
Come in for your free arch support fitting.
All right, for your morning commute, once again, we do have that snow that could potentially cause a little bit of problems. I think the visibility with the strong winds will be more the issue, but could be a little bit of a wet or slush on some roads. I think most of the accumulation will be on the grassy surfaces. Once that clears out, we're going to have a cool or cold kind of Halloween trick-or-treating, and then it looks like we're going to remain kind of chilly, but warming back up to maybe 50. And then next weekend and beyond, we might have more rain as you turn your clock back.
So question, what temperature do you start putting the heater on? Because I've already put mine on.
Until it gets into mid-60s.
Mid-60s?
Yeah.
Okay, so the heater's already on in your place? Oh, okay.
He's a warrior.
Okay.
We'll see you at 10.
Bye.